time to make an appearance. There's no escape. Watch closely. What a treat. Right where I want them.
What is up guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to play Leblanc, AP assassin, high mobile champion, insane amount of burst damage and also pretty difficult to play. W star level 1, it's a 3-in-1 ability. It's your mobility, it's your damage and it's also your wave clear. And this is how you want to trade level 1. You have electrocute as your keystone, so you go up and auto attack, then you W forward, another auto attack, and then you recast your W to return to your starting location. That's how you want to abuse that level 1, especially if you're playing against melee champions. That's going to be the goal. Wait for electrocute to come back up and then we're going to repeat the trade. Like this. This is how you want to abuse your early game power. And now we have the Q, so it is a single target damaging ability and it's going to leave a mark on the target you hit. And you can proc that mark by hitting them with another ability, for example your W, to deal some increased damage. But in the early game, make sure you're weaving in those auto attacks. That's why we also have that 1 attack speed shot. So we can abuse the early game power of this champion. You have to be careful we are not tanking the tower. Now I'm gonna take the chains. So that's our CC ability. And this is what makes Leblanc pretty good at setting up ganks and also ganking people in general. Because if they're standing in melee range and you're hitting them with the chains, even if they're flashing out, they will still get hit by the CC. Alright, solo kill topside, that's what we like to see. He's not even supposed to win the lane, but we'll take it. Now that their jungler is dead, we can pressure a lot more. The chains can get body blocked by minions and other targets, so be careful of that as well. Alright, took out the first strike. That's what the chains look like. When you hit them, there's a short delay before the second damaging part and the CC comes in. So just staying back here, also staying behind minions so you can reduce the Q damage of Z. And this wave is going to push towards us. All good. And then we can start punishing him a lot harder. Now he has to overextend a bit. Bot lane has to watch out. And he's down. This champion is so good at punishing mistakes. Her mobility and the ability to kite when you recast your W, meaning that you're going to return to the starting position. There's really lots of mind games with this champion and people just don't know how to play against it. So definitely if you're looking for an aggressive champion in the lane that can snowball really hard and just make it really difficult for the opponents to play the game, then Leblanc can be a good choice. And she's also getting buffed, so that's another benefit. So since I got a kill here, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy the Lost Chapter, but otherwise if I was going even or if I was losing mid to an AD assassin, I would go for the Seeker's Arm Guard. Just W forward here, they have to watch out for the Diana. Oh, that's a good bait, never mind. Maybe she solved the Kha'Zix, I don't know what happened. So the thing is guys, your W happens to be a damage, mobility and wave clear as I said. So if you use it to damage, you don't have wave clear for a while. And if you use it for wave clear, you don't have damage for a while. So that's what you have to be careful of. And your ultimate lets you mimic the latest ability that you used. So that can be 2 Ws if you need the damage and the wave clear. It can also be 2 chains. For example, if you need to perma CC the opponent, don't use 2 Qs early on. Like, it's not, the damage is not worth it. You do that later on in the game, but right now it's really not worth it. That's fine. Well, good. We got the ignite out. He might try to flash us, so we'll just be ready, just in case. Yeah. Only level 4, so we don't have to worry about that. We have the chain sub again. Remember, if you are in melee range and you attack somebody with a chain, even if they flash out, they cannot escape the CC that's about to hit them. So that kind of makes this OP. The fact that you can't even flash out when you're in close range. Because look at the chain like range, it's further than flash. Then you can mimic your W if you want to wave clear. If I did it right here, I might have died, or I would at least have to flash out. And then your passive, as you could see, when you're getting to low HP, you go invisible for a short duration and then a clone appears. That clone is to like confuse the opponent. It does not deal damage, but you can control it. So if you can like in some way or another try to trick the opponent into attacking the clone, there's also a lot of mind game going on here. So it's a pretty difficult champion, but also a champion that will reward you for the time that you put into her. Oh, this guy is toast. He's so done. There's a shutdown given. Okay. When you have your ultimate, usually WQR. That's a good combo, and then chain at the end. But you can also W forward and then do double chains. Get some more attacks off, especially in the early game, because they actually deal a lot of damage. So if you don't do that, you are losing out on a lot. And that's a quick combo right there. Mimicking the W is what you want to go for wave clear and also for damage in the early game. Later on in the game, that's when you can mimic your Q, because that deals extreme amount of single target damage. In the early to mid game though, mimicking the W is a lot better. And the problem with this champion, guys, as I said, if you use your W for damage, you don't have wave clear. But even if you save it for wave clear, it is not the best on this champion. Because in order to insta push the waves out, she would need to use the ultimate too. I'm not gonna take this one because of that. Might have to flash in case he has his. Hopefully he does not have his flash out. That would be a bit unfortunate. Okay, we good, I think. You see the mobility you get, and then you can always return to your starting position. I did not do it here because I knew that Z was waiting for me, so I would have died. This way we got out. Especially if you play in lower elos, people never respect the mobility this champion has, and the damage too, so you can do stuff like this in most of your games. Of course you want to go for the Luden's Tempest, that is the item that gives you insane damage in the early to mid game, which synergizes perfectly with an assassin that is supposed to shine by getting those solo kills. And of course you can also look for roams. When you're ganking, usually you want to go with the double chains, because that actually gives you that CC that you are needing. The problem here is that they have a Morgana, so it's not really that effective. Morgana is sort of a counter pick to the Leblanc, because the magic shield is going to deny your chains. You would have to bait it out first. I yoink that one. I'll take that one too. I can just fix this wave right here. I did not see if Jin was low HP, but if he is, then we can also try for a dive. Or we can take one plate and then return. Oh, he is low. I'm not catching him. Had to see if he was stepping up. He's not. Let's take that one out and this one too, so we can give our bot lane some vision and also make it harder for Diana to gank. We can just hit back to lane here.
Looks can be deceiving.
You see there's another mark right there. Because of our ultimate we mimic the Q. That is going to deal extreme amount of damage in the later stages. Just try to hit the entire wave with your W, guys, because it is AoE, so it's gonna help you with the wave clearing part. And yeah, that's it. Problem is that if we were a bit more even right here, it's pretty much a skill matchup. Zed and Leblanc. It can go both ways for sure, but the target or champion that wins, it's gonna snowball really hard. I'm going to go ahead and recall here. I don't lose the pressure. Oh, she almost died to that last minion auto attack. We just want some early game magic pen. We are getting that with the shoes, the Tempest, and now also the Shadow Flame soon. So after we get the Shadow Flame, I like to go for the Death Cap. I don't like to get Sonya so early on because you lose out on some damage. You're getting safety, but you're losing out on damage. This champion is already pretty safe. Like, she's really difficult to gank because she has mobility with the W. And as well as the ultimate if you mimic it. Okay. Actually went ham for that kill, that's all good. We're not using the Herald mid. Alright, so you can take down this first tower here. It's a little bit, maybe we can make it before they expire soon. If we can hit before. Yeah, I can. And we got the last plates, so that's awesome. Just gonna focus on pushing it out. But it is a champion where you really want to dominate the lane. So if you're not that type of player, guys, this is not the champion for you. Just gotta wait a bit. We don't have enough gold for the Shadow Flame, so I'll just keep pushing it out. Wait for the minions to stack up and then you just try to queue somewhere in the middle. Alright. Did he DC or something? I don't know what happened. We got the first tower, just keep pushing it out. Our teammates are snowballing as well. Now we can reset, I can sell the refillable, and we will have the Shadow Flame. This is the super strong early game spike, and you're gonna one-shot every single squishy target in the game, as long as they don't have too much MR. Now we can just roam around the map. I would have roamed bot lane a lot more frequently if they did not have a Morgana. She makes it pretty difficult for champions like Leblanc to look for these roams, because even if I hit the chain, she can just use the shield and nothing happens. And take this way around here. There's a control ward. That makes it a bit easier to get around. Right. We'll take that one too, and then we can return to mid. Also, I don't know if you guys paid attention, but if you ping a ward on the map, you get some of the gold. Just for pinging, you don't even have to take the ward out. Kind of to promote vision tracking, I guess. But I feel like a lot of people still don't know it. Even I did not know it until recently. So it could be one of those stealth changes. Let's keep pushing it out. So we can go ahead and end the game here. It's like a perfect game where you can really see what this champion can do. But at the same time, it's not every game where all of your teammates just stomp the opponents. Alright, we just hit back. Is that blue buff up? It's taken, right? Yeah, it's taken. Unlucky. Sitting on lots of gold again. Once again, to keep up with the damage spike, go for death cap at this point. Unless they have MR, then of course you want to get the void staff. But death cap is the item that gives you the biggest damage spike. I'm still a bit confused as to why he counterpicked when he's losing lane anyways. Okay, she flashed over. I could have tanked the tower, but it's fine. We go and get some damage out. Should we go ahead and take out the bot lane again? Oh, I thought you were going to Q me, so I had to like W out. The thing is that you can jump past, you know, these walls, so you can do your combo really fast, and then you can also get out pretty fast as well. Let's see if they're recalling here. Whoops, it was indeed. And just back to lane and farm and repeat. You know, when you take down that middle tower, guys, that really gives you so much freedom to do whatever you want on the map. That's why you really start getting the opportunity to apply a lot of pressure onto the opponents. So I like to invade the enemy jungle a lot. They also tend to tilt pretty easily, so if you set them behind by a little bit, it usually means it's over. And this game pretty much is, because our entire team won lane and also jungle, so there's really no point in them defending this time around at least. So it should be over. We just run into their base. Are they really defending? Oh, okay. He actually wants that one kill before we end the game or what? Well, it's pretty much over. But should we go ahead and end now? Or are they still trying? This is why you don't want to pick these type of champions into Ilaoi. Champions who have to engage. Diana, Zed, and so on. Because he just one-shots everything on the map. Well, that was how to play Leblanc, guys. Really hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching and see you all next time.